Hello and welcome to the Embracer Games archive. David here and Natalia. And behind the camera today, Mikael.
Yeah, that's true.
We want to give you a little update on what's going on here in the archive and show some new arrivals as well. We can start off by saying that we just had a visit from Wade Rosen, the CEO of Atari. He was here like 30 minutes ago.
Yeah,
It
barely.
was a very nice meeting. Very nice meeting him. So we prepared for him, what do you call it? A small selection of our Atari assortment here in the archive.
So we arranged mainly 2 tables for Atari-related products. So we have kind of divided it up with the classic pioneering days of the Bushnell and Warner style Atari things, and later the Tramiel Atari Corporation era. Yeah, divided into 2 tables.
So now we have the opportunity, we have the things laid out, we can take a look. Of course, the Pong, not the first Pong, Mikael.
Yeah, this is a Super Pong. Yeah, and Pong, should be noted, it was an arcade machine first, so this is like the home version of Pong. But there was another Pong before this one.
But we should have that as well eventually.
We have it. We will have it on our list soon.
Yeah, but Pong holds up very good still today. It's an awesome game. Take 1 second to learn and an infinity to master. And of course, the iconic Atari 2600.
Very nice.
I really like the wood panel on it.
It's the 6-switch version. There were different versions with different amounts of switches on them. And this one has an angular shape to it.
Yeah.
The very first one had a more rounded shape, as you can see on the cover.
Yeah.
But that's a small detail.
And we also have this. I think we mentioned this in another video. What you call it, Mikael? The video music.
Yeah, the video music. So this was kind of a weird experiment by the high-ups in Atari during the late 70s. And it didn't fare well on the market, but it's basically like a visualizer. Yeah. You hook it up with an audio source and it will display graphics. Yeah. That's kind of mimics the tempo of the music. Basically Windows Media Player.
And I used to mention these pictures when it's often on Nintendo boxes and computer boxes from the 80s and 90s. With like the whole family is happy.
The happy family.
And nobody is actually looking on the screen. Everybody is looking elsewhere. Yeah. And this is like, I'm so hyped for this.
Yeah.
I am winning, and the girls like screaming.
Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of.
Yeah.
But
fun.
Also a cat.
It's really a cat as well?
Yeah, I really like the cat.
He's not that amazed though.
No.
Yeah, that's the 2800. So it's still the 2600, but they call it that in Japan. And this was Atari's attempt at releasing the 2600 themselves. Yeah. Before you had Epoch as like a local agent in Japan.
And then moving on to the next table, do you have anything to say here, Mikael?
Yeah, so this is products related to the later Atari Corporation, Jack Tramiel's company, when he purchased Atari in '84. So this is like late 80s, early 90s Atari. Yeah. And we have the home computers, the very successful, I gotta say, the ST, and then the not so successful Falcon computer.
Yeah.
But then you have the consoles also. Yeah. So the 7800, the Atari Lynx, and Jaguar with the CD add-on.
Yeah. I used to mention that I really like the logo actually. And I just realized yesterday when me and Mikael were here standing talking that there is a scar here in the R scar. Mm. So I think it's like and I really like the Jaguar eyes as well.
Do the math.
Yeah.
That was their marketing slogan.
And also, as you taught me, Mikael, that Rayman were first released on the Jaguar and not the PlayStation, as
so that's
many
true.
might think.
So it doesn't feature the FMV sequences because it's a cartridge game.
Okay.
But in its whole, it's the same game.
Yeah.
And of course, Alien vs Predator, that's a classic one for the format. Yeah. Tempest 2000, people really like that one.
Yes.
It's a fairly simple game, but it's very addictive and still fun to play today.
I love Tempest.
Moving on, we have more of the newer Atari versions, you could say, Natalia.
Exactly, these are newly released versions, and this is the PR pack. So it's not it's really pretty with the console and all of the accessories you need, and also the newly re-released games. So it's really, really cool.
Very nice package.
But what is special here with that one is that we have the prototype here, because the person that made this came here and tried out all of our games. So it's very fun to actually have it, to present it, and we have a very early joystick that does
Squeaky.
has very squeaking sound, and the button isn't that good, but it's really fun to see the progression when making something.
And also this one we have to. Are you ready, Mikael?
Yeah,
it's very let's
cool
go back
packaging.
to the 70s or something. It feels like that.
Wow,
with
that's
the
funky.
Yeah.
It's looked like a 8-bit cartridge on the outside, and when you open it up, it's like an apartment or a living room
I
from
think
the
there's
70s.
some coffee mugs and T-shirts and stuff like that here as well.
Ooh.
Yeah, that's really cool.
So very nice. But I think this also is like a promotional variant of the.
But very cool.
Yeah.
And then we have some Intellivision also here represented.
Yeah, the infamous voice synthesis module with B17 bomber.
Yeah. But this is not all Atari-related objects that we have, but some of them.
Yes.
Yeah, just a small selection.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Shall we move on? We have some new arrivals, so we can go to row number 20, I think it is.
The new arrivals area.
So new games are steadily coming to the archive, and we can show you some of them. I can start off by showing one of my personal favorites. It's
very near and dear to your heart.
Yeah, it's the Lufia. I actually named my daughter after the character in this game. So my daughter it's named Lufia. I really love this series, and there were some variant. There are different language. There's like a Spanish, Netherlands, and Dutch version. Yeah, so we try to have all of them as well. It's a very nice game, and I really like this big box for the Super Nintendo. Very cool. And then we have some more, what you call it, after-market games.
Yeah, homebrew titles.
Homebrew titles. We have some for the Mega Drive.
So cool.
And also for the Game Boy. Here
those I actually didn't know of before.
I don't know that much about them actually, but they are very nice.
I really like the Green Boy instead of
Yeah.
And we also have some classics, according to me. The
some NES
Battle
games.
Kids.
Yeah.
Battle Kid. It's a very hard 2D platformer. Very good.
Yeah.
And also Project Blue is also a platformer. So they are cool.
And above here we have fairly recent also acquisitions.
Yeah.
Because there was one game that we actually were missing in the archive, was
Grand
the
Theft Auto.
original GTA.
Can you believe it?
So now we have it.
Yeah.
Now we have it.
That's nice. And we have, Mega Man X. Well, this is a good Mega Man game for the PC.
Yeah, maybe not the best version of Mega Man X4. I've played like one of the Mega Man games by Virgin, or like published by Virgin for the PC. It's kind of clunky mechanics, but this one might be better.
Yeah, and this is more well known, I think, on the PlayStation and Saturn, I think. And some new games from Super Rare Games, who sends one copy of each game to us. But here we have some PC games, Natalia.
Yes, I do love
I think
PC games.
not even I reach that high. But we can continue on the GTA, the second one we found. And also, I think, Roller Coaster Tycoon is a classic as well.
And that's the extension.
Yeah, add-on pack.
Yeah, exactly, the add-on.
I think we have the game
somewhere,
yeah.
In the archive.
And here we have some Warcraft battle shells. I really think these are good looking.
Yes, they are extremely...
Like foiled, the entire package is foiled.
Yeah, it's very cool. Very
and also a StarCraft battle chest. I think a lot of you who watch this maybe can relate to these games. And also Command & Conquer. I always love this cover.
Yeah.
399 Swedish krona back in the day. 2012, I think it could be. I don't know. Yeah. And then we must mention, I think, but I know, Mikael, isn't it like one person who made this game?
Yeah, Per Martinsson.
Called Lösningen. It's the solution in English. It's a new Game Boy game where you not try to solve, but you actually try to make the investigation harder for the minister
hide the
murder.
evidence.
A famous minister murder here in Sweden around the 80s. 86, yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the graphic style. I don't know if we can get focus on it, but I think it looks really cool.
Yeah.
We really need to try this game out eventually.
The game, you can get it in English also. We should mention that.
Yeah, there's also English. I think you can buy the ROM online as well. So yeah, did I miss anything? There are so many
think
things.
that actually many people like the farming simulators. Those are actually very, and for me, very unusual to actually see a box.
Yeah, it's a very big box as well. And then we have, I think, isn't this a famous series as well? Star, no, maybe not. I thought it was Star Stable, but this is something else maybe.
Yeah, this is not
This
related.
is Swedish versions of some horse game. But here we have some. Yeah, we have acquired a lot of indie classics. For example, entitled Goose
I love
Game
that game.
and Turnip. But I don't know where the other game. We have a lot of more indie games. But I think Thomas bought this as well. I think there is like a game on it. Maybe you know, Mikael and Natalia?
Yes, I do know. Yes, it was both the album and also a game.
Yeah, the
You
game
had
is like a
game.
bonus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And this it's first and foremost a music album, and then you have, if you turn it around, you can see like it shows you the track list, but it also mentions like system requirements, because it has an extra game in it.
Wow.
I actually didn't know about that, but I had a meeting with Manolis in the video game museum in Heraklion, if I'm correct.
Yeah.
And he asked me if we had that game, and we were actually missing it, but now we have it. Now we have it.
Finally.
So let's move on to the final table. And here we have some very fresh new arrivals actually today. It's some more games from Limited Run Games. This one I played, Animal Well. It's like a Metroidvania, very cool style. It's like, now we don't have any pictures on it, but it's a very full, colorful and cool mechanism in it. And I think these are very cool. It's like new games, but they really look like a Neo Geo AES game. Very cool. And we have some mini PC games, PC micro.
Yeah.
So it's like small boxes
Cute.
for new PC games. And here, Natalia, what do we have here?
Yes, here I think these are very interesting. Okay. They are new games for old classical computers and consoles. So it's very fun to see all of this amazing cover art, and yeah, I think it's amazing that people are keeping these consoles and these platforms alive and actually showing that they still are interesting. And some people might recognize this kind of form. It looks a bit like the Infocom games. Yeah. So it's they actually took, even the back actually looks like an Infocom game. Yeah. So very pretty and very cool. So we are very happy to have these.
And some more soundtracks.
Yes.
A vinyl and a cassette.
And this is the NES soundtrack. Yeah. So it's.
I think it will have the CD here as well.
Oh. Both are for the NES, not the Commodore 64. That's interesting.
Yeah. All of the three.
Yeah, very cool.
I wonder what. So yeah, these are some of our fresh new arrivals.
So as you can see, new games have arrived to the archive, and we have had a great visit from Wade Rosen. And our cataloging work is progressing very good. We have 8,200 games left on iteration 2.
Which might sound like a lot, but we actually have done like 60 something thousand.
Now we have 75,000 objects and more in the archive. So soon we have done iteration 2, which means that we have taken pictures of every object and also put a label on every object. And we are working on making the database accessible for you guys, so you can see what's in the archive. Hard to tell how long time it will take, but we are working on it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully during the year.
Yeah, hopefully this year or in the beginning of next year. So that's a little update from the archive. Hope you liked it, and please comment and ask questions if there's something you wonder. And we will see you in the next video. Yes, take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.